Kathianne Lewis, and it's time for your faith lift. And I want to lift your faith into possibility. I guess I always want to lift your faith into possibilities. And that we can shift how we think, and we can shift what we internally experience to create even more possibilities. So I'm going to give a bunch of ideas today, and hopefully we'll put them all together so that you can have greater possibilities. So the first thing is on the way into the office, I heard something from someone who said, people have a tendency to either keep their mind on what they want, we might call them positive, or they seem to always think about what gets in the way of what they want. And we might term them negative. But yet there's so much more going on to what we call positive thinking or negative thinking. But I'll give you an example of what that means. The gentleman then went on to tell a story that he had just been in a simple little race. And I guess in his town, if you do a little race and there's got this racing club, then different companies or stores or organizations will give tiny little prizes when you finish the race. And that Sunday, the Sunday after this race, the prize for everyone that finished was a free bagel. So he finishes the race with his buddy, and they get in line to get the free bagel. And he goes, wow, I can't wait. I love this company's bagels. And his friend said, but the line is so long. He said, free bagel. And his friend said, long line. And he goes, but free bagel. And the guy goes, but it's such a long line. So the gentleman telling the story said what he did was he just kind of cut in line, saw an opening in front of the bagels, reached in, grabbed two bagels, and nobody put up a fuss. You know, it's just, I'm really short on time. I got to get two bagels. And he gave his one bagel to his friend, and off they went. and he was the one that was saying that you can put your mind on what you want, bagels, or the obstacle, long line. And that most people do it the same way all the time. Some people will pick, ooh, look at the carrot. And the other person will say, yeah, but too much work. And it's a habit. It's a habit. And it's more than just a habit. We train our brain to support our habits. We train our brain to make us right about what we've already decided. See, there's a part of our brain that takes in the thousands and thousands and thousands of bits of information that's coming into us all the time through what we hear, what we see, what we're thinking, what we're being told. All of this stuff is going on, and it sorts things so that we can consciously recognize it. There's a sorter in our brain, and it sorts for what we already believe. So if we believe that if we keep our mind on what we want, we'll have more of what we want. Or if we already believe that there's always going to be a hassle to get what we want, our brain will sort for the hassles. And then it'll make a big deal about the hassles. Long line. This is why you can have a conversation with your family members or your best friends, and they believe one way, and you'll give them some facts. You'll actually share some facts, and they can't hear it, they can't believe it, they disregard it because it doesn't support what they already believe. Oh, and by the way, if they're doing it, so are you. We sort for what we already believe. I mean, I do that. I read the Bible or a holy book, and it supports what I already believe, and then I'll share it on Sundays. I'll say, yeah, so-and-so said this, and it supports what I already believe. And people are using the Bible and other holy books like that all the time. If people believe that God is grumpy, they will sort for grumpiness and find grumpiness and how you have to be really good or God's going to send you to hell for the rest of your life. Like, that's called love? That's love? God is love? See, they don't sort for God is love. They sort for God wants us to be a certain way. We do this. But here's the deal. You can change how your brain sorts. That's the trick. That's the trick. We do that by noticing our habitual thinking. And if that way of thinking doesn't support the new life we want, which would be that we see opportunities everywhere, that we see the ease of things, that we see the solution that unfolds without a lot of effort, if we truly want that kind of belief, then when we start to be aware of the negativity in our own mind, when we start to be aware of how this isn't going to work or that's not going to work, then we simply, and this is so powerful, we say, stop it. Because see, we're not our brain and we're not our thoughts. We're not our own mind. We are that which is aware. And when we become aware of a pattern that does not serve where we want to go and how we want to be in the world, we say stop. And the more we say stop, the more our mind, which is fluid, it really is, our mind is teachable. Our brain, our synapses can be reformed. And the patterns of the way the brain works can be redone. Eventually, we will, that part of our mind our brain that sorts will stop sorting in the way that we are trying to stop. And it will start sorting in another way, the way that we're choosing to look. And this may take time. I'm not sure that this is an instantaneous one-hit wonder, honeys. I mean, some of these people is like, okay, 24 hours with me and you're done. It's like, I don't know. I'm not I've watched miracles happen, but I'm not sure that they're always the norm. Oftentimes it's stop, stop, stop until the brain gets it. And it resorts. I don't know if it shakes its little head. I don't know. But I'm trying to get the idea across to you. We resort. And pretty soon, that part of our brain that sorts will start sorting for, this is what I want. I'm going to start seeing this happen. I'm going to start seeing the possibilities. I'm going to start looking for ways I can make it happen. I'm going to start looking for the ways that God's making it happen. And we start to believe and live in miracles. What if we started training our brain to sort for miracles? Maybe I should start a Monday Miracle Club. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to let's see how my brain sorts, how that could happen. I love you. I bless you. I hope you're having a great summer and make a miracle happen today. Just let your brain sort for it. Bye for now.
In the middle of a miracle, the sky can turn black. In the middle of a miracle, you fear you'll never bounce back. But you're not bouncing back, you're breaking through to things you wouldn't dream but ache to do. The storm has come to bear a brighter view in the middle of a miracle. In the middle of a miracle, you may lose your head. In the middle of a miracle, you may wish you were dead. trust me, there is life within you yet. And one more thing, it's best not to forget. It's more of a setup than an upset in the middle of a miracle. Out of the dark there comes a light, and suddenly there's an end in sight. It isn't forever, it's just finite, this unwelcomed isolation. Open your eyes and breathe again. You're better than you have ever been. We all need an earthquake now and then to shake us from sedation in the middle of a miracle. The storm it will roar in the middle of a miracle. You wonder what it's all for. Just promise not to lay there and relent. If you're going through hell, don't pitch a tent. Just keep your eye on the prize. Lift your head to the skies and prepare to receive in the middle of a miracle. You gotta believe in the middle of a miracle. You have to believe.